Good afternoon to all my future nurses. I hope you guys are doing really well, and I hope you haven't changed your mind about your future career because we need you guys now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try making some videos for Chapter 8. I'm generally going to try to keep them to be about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, and I will upload them into YouTube and provide you with a link. Okay? So bear with me as I try to figure this out, okay? So we're going to start off with Chapter 8, which is all about solutions. There's not a whole lot that's new here. You know how to do most of this stuff. A lot of it's dimensional analysis, obviously. That's the approach, and we'll talk about that, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to find the strength of a solution as a ratio, as a fraction, and as a percent. So we're going to be doing some conversions. These two are very easy to do, and this one isn't hard, but it is a little different. We're going to determine the amount of solute in a given amount of solution, and a solute is the thing to be dissolved. Or diluted. Okay, so this would be like powdered drugs, chemical salts, liquid nutritional supplements, things like that. Okay, and the solution is what you end up with. Okay, determine the amount of solution that would contain a given amount of solute. Do the calculations necessary to prepare solutions from pure drugs. Do the calculations necessary to prepare solutions for irrigations, soaks, and nutritional feedings. Okay? All right, so how do we find the strength of a drug? Okay, it's always the amount of the drug, which is the solute, and the amount of solution. Okay? Now, what we're going to be mixing things with to create our solution, that's called the solvent, which is also called the diluent. Okay, so that's usually something like sterile water or normal saline. Okay, so we're always going to take the amount of the drug, whatever it is we're trying to mix up, over the amount that we're supposed to end up with, a whole list of everything. Examples of strength using stated units of measurement. We could have 5 milligrams per milliliter, 25 milligrams per milliliter, and 8 grams per liter. Okay. We can also state the strength without explicit units. For example, a solution which is 1 part iodine to 2 parts of solution has the strength of 1 to 2 as a ratio. So with a ratio, we use the colon. 1/2 strength as a fraction. Notice this number is here, this number is here. And we generally, when we're looking for the strength, we look for it in lowest terms. Okay? And then to find the percentage, all you have to do is you divide, this is a division, 1 divided by 2 gives you, to go from here to here, we do 1 divided by 2, which gives me 0.5, and then you take this and multiply by 100. And that gives me the 50%. Okay, so these two come right out of each other. This one you need to do a little bit of calculations, but it's not hard stuff. Okay, we're going to measure the amount of the drug, which is the solute, in either grams or milliliters. Now, you're going to be using grams when you are dealing with a solid or a powder. and you're going to be dealing with milliliters when you have a liquid. Okay, this is important. We're going to have to do some conversions. We need to remember that to find the strength, it needs to be in grams. Okay, so if we have a 1 to 100 salt solution, we have 1 gram of salt in 100 milliliters of the solution. A 1/3 strength of iodine has 1 milliliter of iodine in 3 milliliters of solution. Okay, 7% magnesium sulfate solution has 7 grams per 100. Remember, percent means per 100. That's where this 100 comes from. It's always there in a percentage.